AAA, we have some really hot hitters doing some really hot, really good things.
Good stats.
And we have some questions already, and we're going to answer those very soon about trading those guys away and, like potentially getting some
we can
other
get
guys.
into that.
And we'll absolutely get into that. But first thing, before we even talk about giving any of these guys up, I think it's important to think about maybe bringing them up to the team right now and thinking to ourselves, hey, could these guys do some work for the Toronto Blue Jays as they are today, considering our lineup has had some woes?
Yeah.
The guy that I'm talking about specifically is Jordan Groshans. Pat Stats, what's he doing?
Jordan Groshans so far is batting .381 with a .903 OPS in AAA.
Wow. How many games?
That is through 19 games, 63 at-bats, 78 plate appearances.
Wow.
That is pretty damn good.
That's pretty good.
381 right now is the key statistic for me
Yeah,
for a
that's
team
huge.
that is having a very hard time hitting with runners in scoring position.
Right.
You have a pretty damn good chance when you have a guy hitting 38% of that
13
time.
RBIs in 19 games.
Wow.
That is pretty nice.
Well, I mean, okay, so what do? Do you call him up? Because, like, where does he play? Does he play every day? Like, what are we going to do with him?
Who's our bench guy right
Biggio
now?
now.
Oh, no,
Biggio.
you're thinking of...
But now it's Biggio.
Oh, yeah. I thought you were thinking of Vinny Capra, yeah.
That's what I'm thinking of, yeah.
Right, okay, but it's not Capra, it's Biggio.
It's Biggio now.
It's Biggio right now. And
Yeah.
I think, are we all in agreement, or do we all feel that Kevin Biggio is deserving of a roster spot right now?
He deserves a shot.
Yeah, he deserves it. We literally talked about bringing this guy up last week, and we did, and he's been one game, you know.
Well, he's at one game, but
yeah.
he didn't get ahead. He was doing Kevin Biggio
No,
crap.
he was doing the usual. I'm going to stare at some strikes and not swing.
Ugh.
Yeah.
So at what point do we need to say, like, that the usual is not good enough? Like, the usual, we've
Well,
had enough.
here's my thing.
I'm actually
here's
so
my
fucking
thing.
sick and tired of the usual. I just want to put that out
Oh,
there.
yeah. No, I get it. I'm tired of it, too.
Kevin
I'm
Biggio
tired
is
of it,
probably
too.
the most frustrating player to me, even
Yeah.
more so than, like, some of the other... Like, there's guys on this team that frustrate me a fuckload, but, like, Kevin Biggio especially is so frustrating.
Okay. But here's the thing, though. Regardless of whether or not you're frustrated with Kevin Biggio, I think you got to give Jordan Groshans more than 13 games in AAA before we can say that he's ready to come up to the big leagues.
Yeah, you're right.
You know, like as bad as Kevin Biggio is, do we really want to rush this guy's development and call him up this early just because we're so sick and tired of Kevin Biggio?
So
Yeah, no, you're right, you're right.
I agree with that, but then that begs the question: what is the correct time? Then what is the number of games of Kevin
I would
Biggio
say-
doing the usual and Jordan Groshans doing the phenomenal to be like, let's switch?
At the bare minimum, I would need to see 30 games from Jordan Groshans in AAA.
Right.
Which would be a little over a month at the bare minimum.
I would say I'm gonna need like around All-Star break. Plus, guys, it doesn't have to be a 1-for-1. Kevin Biggio and Groshans. Like, there's a guy on this team, and I think the reason why he's here is because we have to DFA him. And please, someone correct me in the chat. Is Bradley Zimmer? Like, why can't we
Bradley Zimmer?
Can we? Because Biggio can play outfield. We have Tapia on the bench. Who gives a hell? Who gives a damn about Bradley Zimmer?
I actually don't know who you're talking about. Are you talking about Waluigi?
Waluigi. Dude, this man looks like Waluigi.
Evil
Look at
Mario?
a picture of Waluigi, and then Bradley.
Has anybody seen them in the same room?
Waluigi was always the most annoying one.
Yeah.
Too, and that is kind of what Bradley Zimmer is.
His head doesn't belong on his body.
Yeah, no. And, like, to finish my thought here, boys, it's like, you have Bradley Zimmer and Biggio. Which one would you rather have on the team? Biggio, right? As annoying as he is, he at least has some upside. He can play lots of positions, right?
I thought he was strong defensively at first yesterday.
Well, there you go. He can play some first.
We're gonna play strong defense around the field.
Had 2 plays,
2 innings.
I mean, it's a stark contrast between what Bo was doing last night and what Kevin was doing last night.
Well, I mean, Kevin plays first. It's different than Shore.
Oh, but he was fielding balls though from first very well.
Yeah. No, that's fair. That's fair. But regardless, it's like. Yeah, let's get rid of Bradley Zimmer. Like, it was a fun experiment, Ross Atkins, but
we already got one of them, and his name is Tilapia.
We got Tilapia. That's our outfielder. And Biggio can play outfield.
That's the thing. Biggio can do outfield now, and now Jordan Groshans can do the infield.
Can come up.
Yeah.
So for me, if that's the route you want to keep Kevin Biggio, like, I honestly next month.
Okay.
So if he's popping off, Jordan Groshans, like, why don't? And we're trying to win now. Why not? It's you're gonna hope he hits better than like 117, whatever Bradley Zimmer's hitting.
Let's
right now.
cover all our bases then. So that would mean that our outfield spot would be covered by Kevin Biggio and Tapia. We would have third and short, and I guess can Groshans play second?
Yeah, I think
Probably.
So, yeah.
And he can also play short
and then that would leave
so
just Gurriel to cover the backup first base spot as well. Then, am I correct?
And Biggio could do it
and
too.
And Biggio as well.
Yeah, it's all fine.
I think we've covered all our bases.
Bradley Zimmer, the only asset he has is he can play really good outfield.
Right.
Yeah. But I've seen him mess up a couple times, but who doesn't mess up? But that's it. I mean, I'm okay to get rid of that for a potential prospect guy of the future, Jordan Groshans.
Right.
Like, and then he could realistically he could play like 70% of games, right? Tapia does it, Zimmer does it. Like he could still play a lot of games.
So let's keep an eye on it then. Let's say end of June, mid-July.
Around the All-Star break, we'll look back and see, is he still doing well? What's Zimmer doing? Is he going to go? I'm down for it. Like, let's win baseball
I'm down
games.
for it. Guys,
sorry. Continue.
Guys, let us know your questions in the chat down below. We have a question coming in here. A few people are asking for this one right now.